The airport, Claire spotted him before he saw her. Ethan Bennett walked through the terminal with a confidence she didn't. His shoulders were looser, his posture lighter. He looked younger or maybe freer. He wasn't rushing. That was the first thing that felt wrong. Usually Ethan would scan the crowd immediately, searching for her. This time, he just walked calm, almost distracted, like someone who wasn't in a hurry to return home. Claire raised her hand. Ethan. He looked up for a moment, just a split second. His expression froze. Not joy, not relief. Something else? Then he smiled. Hey, not I missed you. Not come here, just, hey. He hugged her. But it was brief, polite, like muscle memory rather than emotion. Claire felt it instantly. Something had changed. The drive home. Silence filled the car, like a third passenger. Claire kept glancing at him. Ethan stared straight ahead, one hand on the wheel, the other tapping lightly against his leg. So, how was Italy? She finally asked. It was good. That's it? He shrugged. Yeah, productive. Claire waited for more. Nothing came. What about the company you were meeting? They're interested. That's amazing, she said, forcing brightness into her voice. You don't sound excited. I am, but he didn't look it. Claire swallowed. Did you go anywhere? Sightseeing or anything? A pause. Yeah, he said quietly. A little. Something about the way he said it made her stomach tighten. Alone? Ethan didn't answer immediately, and in that silence, Claire felt the first crack form. The dinner she tried, Claire set the table with candles, made his favorite pasta, opened the wine they'd been saving for a special night. She even changed into the blue dress he once said made her look like home. Ethan noticed. You didn't have to do all this, he said. I wanted to, she replied softly. They sat across from each other, two people who used to talk for hours, now struggling to fill seconds. Finally, Claire leaned forward. Ethan, what's going on? He looked up, and for the first time since he got back, she saw it. Guilt. The truth begins. I met someone. The words didn't hit immediately. They floated in the air. Soft, weightless, then they dropped. Claire blinked. What? Ethan exhaled slowly like he had been holding it in for days. I didn't plan it, he said. It just happened. Claire stared at him. No, she said, shaking her head. No, you don't get to say it like that. What do you mean you met someone? I mean, he swallowed. I met someone? Silence. The kind that hums. How long? Claire whispered. A couple weeks. A couple weeks. Claire let out a hollow laugh. You were gone for 3. I know. Did it start there? Yes, the honesty cut deeper than any lie could have. Recognize anymore. The shattering. Okay, Claire said slowly, gripping the edge of the table. So what are you saying? You had a fling. You made a mistake. Fine, we'll figure it out. I want a divorce. The world stopped. No build-up. No hesitation. Just, I want a divorce. Claire's hand slipped from the table. What? I don't want to lie to you, Ethan said, his voice steady now. This isn't just something casual. Her chest tightened. Then what is it? Ethan looked her in the eyes. I'm in love with her. The words didn't just break her. They erased her. The twist. Claire stood up so suddenly her chair crashed to the floor. No, she said. No, you don't get to do this. We've been married for 8 years, Ethan. 8 years. I know. You don't just fall in love with someone in 2 weeks? It wasn't just 2 weeks, he said quietly. Claire froze. What does that mean? Ethan hesitated, then said something that would change everything. I knew her before.
Silence.
Cold, creeping silence. What? She's from my past, he said. We reconnected. Claire's heart began to pound. Who is she? Ethan didn't answer. Who is she? He closed his eyes for a second, then said, her name is Isabella. The name meant nothing. And somehow, that made it worse. The final blow. I want to marry her, Ethan said. Claire laughed. It was sharp. Broken. You just met her again. I know how it sounds. No, you don't, Claire snapped. You don't, because if you did, you'd realize how insane this is. There's more, he said quietly. Claire's breath caught. What more? Ethan hesitated. And for the first time?
He looked afraid.
I didn't just meet her, he said. I met her family. Claire felt her stomach drop. And they want me to stay, he said. They already see me as part of it. Claire stared at him, trying to process. You're joking. I'm not. You're telling me, she said slowly, her voice trembling, that you went on a work trip, fell in love, met her family, and now you want to leave your wife to marry her? Ethan didn't answer. He didn't have to. The hidden truth cliffhanger. Claire stepped back, her mind racing. Something didn't add up. Something felt wrong. Too fast. Too perfect.
Too constructed.
She narrowed her eyes. Ethan!
He looked up.
How did you really meet her? A flicker of hesitation crossed his face. Just enough. Claire's voice dropped. What aren't you telling me? Ethan opened his mouth, but before he could speak, his phone buzzed on the table. Claire glanced at the screen, and everything inside her went cold. Message from Isabella. Preview. Did you tell her about us? Or about the real reason you came here? Claire slowly looked up at Ethan, her voice barely a whisper. What real reason? To be continued.